In 2019, a viral video captured by a local Alaskan resident featured a moose running through shallow lake waters, creating mesmerizing ripples that danced in harmony with its movements. The footage beautifully showcased the moose's impressive strength and agility. Moose stands out as the largest members of the deer family, equipped with long, powerful legs, ideal for navigating deep waters. Their hooves are uniquely designed to offer stability on soft, marshy grounds. At the same time, their large bodies allowed them to move surprisingly quickly. But have you ever wondered how such a massive creature can seemingly walk on water? And what fascinating secrets lie behind their incredible strength and agility? Well, you're about to find out. Observing a moose traverse a body of water is similar to experiencing nature's graceful poetry in action. This majestic behavior is just one example of what makes moose such iconic animals. Male moose, known as bulls, are especially noted for their palmate antlers, which are flattened and shaped like a hand with extended fingers. These antlers can span up to 6 feet from tip to tip. They shed annually and grow back each year, serving as symbols of dominance and strength. Similarly, the size of a bull's antlers often reflect its age and overall health. In contrast, female moose, known as cows, do not have antlers but are equally resilient. They typically weigh between 800 to 1,500 pounds and stand about 7 feet tall at the shoulder. When navigating through the wild, moose vehicle collisions are a striking and noteworthy phenomenon, which is largely due to the immense size of moose. Standing up to 7 feet tall at the shoulder and weighing as much as 1,500 pounds, a moose is significantly larger than the average car. And when a vehicle collides with a moose, the consequences can be devastating for both parties. The moose's long legs and high center of gravity often result in its body crashing through the windshield upon impact, posing major risks to passengers. One intriguing aspect of these collisions is the moose's response to vehicles. Typically, a moose will cease its aggressive behavior if a car backs off. This is a natural reflection of the hierarchical behavior observed within their species. In the wild, when a moose retreats from a confrontation, it signifies submission and an acknowledgement of the dominance of the other moose. This instinctual behavior extends to their interactions with vehicles, where moose perceive retreating cars as non-threatening and consequently surrender to them. One notable incident occurred in Alaska, where a driver narrowly escaped a dangerous situation by backing away when confronted by an aggressive moose on the road. Initially charging towards the vehicle, the moose stopped its attack as the car reversed. This shows the moose's natural instinct to back down in response to perceived threats. Several reports and studies have also highlighted the severity and frequency of these collisions. According to the Alaska Department of Fish and Game, over 500 moose vehicle collisions occur annually in Alaska alone. These incidents are more common during the winter months when moose migrate to lower elevations in search of food and frequent the highways roads. A particularly tragic incident occurred in Canada in 2013 when a family of 4 collided with a moose while driving on a rural road. The collision was so severe that the moose's body smashed through the windshield, resulting in fatal injuries to 2 passengers and serious injuries to the others. This event, along with similar incidents, prompted increased awareness and efforts to prevent such accidents. Researchers have studied moose movement patterns and behaviors extensively to gain insights and prevent collisions. One study revealed that collisions are more likely to happen during dawn and dusk, when moose are most active and visibility for drivers is reduced. Another interesting aspect is the implementation of innovative technologies to prevent collisions. For instance, in Sweden, wildlife detection systems equipped with sensors and alarms have been installed on highways where moose are crossing. These systems detect the presence of moose near the road and alert drivers in real time. Moose are classified under the class Mammalia and belong to the order Artiodactyla. They are the largest members of the Cervidae family, which also includes deer, elk, and reindeer. These majestic animals are characterized by their impressive size and distinctive antler structure. The Cervidae family also includes other fascinating members with unique adaptations. Elk, for instance, are renowned for their impressive bugling calls during the rutting season. These calls, audible over long distances, attract females and assert dominance over competing males. Reindeer are another interesting member of the Cervidae family. They are well adapted to cold climates with their thick fur and specialized hooves. The animal kingdom is filled with fascinating stories, with deer often at the heart of these tales. In 2019, a Colorado elk captured attention when it was spotted with a tire around its neck. It lived this way for over 2 years before wildlife officers finally freed it in 2021. This story highlights the elk's incredible endurance in the wild. Meanwhile, in Japan, the Sika deer of Nara are famous for their unique behavior of bowing before humans in exchange for food. This practice, developed over centuries of interaction, demonstrates the deer's ability to adapt and thrive in urban environments. The bowing is seen as a gesture of mutual respect, endearing these deer to both locals and tourists. As a result, the bowing deer have become a cherished symbol of Nara. Another interesting member of the deer family is the musk deer, often called the vampire deer. Found in parts of Asia, these small deer are known for their long, fang-like tusks. Unlike true vampires, musk deer use their tusks for display and fighting during mating. Their unique look and shy nature add a touch of mystery to the diverse world of deer. One unique quality of deer is that they have remarkable healing and regenerative abilities, and the most fascinating aspect of deer physiology is their antlers, which can regrow at a shocking rate of up to an inch per day during the growth season. This rapid regeneration involves complex processes of cell division and tissue formation. Antlers comprise bone, cartilage, and blood vessels, and a combination of genetic factors and hormonal changes fuels their growth. Deer shed their antlers yearly, usually during late winter or early spring. This process is important for them to grow new and larger antlers, which play a major role in attracting mates and asserting dominance over other males. Shedding and regrowing antlers each year equally allows deer to develop bigger and more impressive antlers. However, the timing of antler shedding varies depending on the species, age, and health of the deer. Most deer shed their antlers between January and March, with older and healthier deer often shedding earlier than younger or less healthy ones. Similarly, deer shed their antlers to conserve energy and nutrients during the harsh winter months when food is scarce. Antlers require a lot of energy and resources to grow and maintain, so by shedding them, deer can redirect their energy toward survival. The process of shedding their antlers involves gradually weakening the connection between the antler and the skull. This is caused by the reduction of testosterone levels, which trigger a process called osteoclastic activity. This process breaks down the bone tissue that holds the antler in place, allowing it to eventually fall off. The shedding process can take several weeks to several months, and the deer may lose one or both antlers simultaneously or separately. Once the old antlers are shed, new ones start growing immediately. They're initially covered in a soft tissue called velvet, which supplies nutrients and helps the antlers grow. By late summer or early fall, the velvet is shed, revealing the hard antlers that will be used during the mating season. This annual cycle of shedding and regrowing antlers is a fascinating aspect of deer behavior, showcasing their adaptability and resilience. Deer also possess an extraordinary ability to heal from injuries, as their genetics enable effective repair of damaged tissues, and their blood contains various bioactive compounds that promote wound healing, anti-inflammatory effects, and overall vitality. Recent studies have suggested that these bioactive compounds could have potential applications in human medicine, particularly in treating wounds and inflammatory conditions. Interestingly, deer populations have been found to carry the SARS-CoV-2 virus. The virus is responsible for COVID-19, yet they seem unaffected by the disease. This resilience shows their robust immune systems and ability to coexist with pathogens that can be deadly to other species. While deer are celebrated for their beauty and resilience, they face a dark and alarming threat known as chronic wasting disease, CWD, often called zombie deer disease. CWD is a transmissible disease that affects deer, elk, and moose. It's caused by abnormal prions, which are misfolded proteins that induce normal proteins in the brain to fold abnormally. This leads to brain damage and eventual death. CWD symptoms are drastic weight loss, abnormal behavior, and lack of coordination. The affected deer usually have a zombie-like appearance. The disease is highly contagious and can be transmitted through direct contact with infected animals or their bodily fluids, and through contaminated environments. Currently, there is no cure or effective treatment for CWD, and it poses a major threat to deer populations. From the majestic moose running across Alaskan waters to the curious Sika deer bowing in Japan, deer display a fascinating array of behaviors and adaptations. These creatures have evolved unique traits to thrive in diverse environments, so the next time you see a deer, take a moment to appreciate not just its majestic beauty, but also the incredible stories and adaptations that lie beneath its seemingly ordinary appearance. Each deer you encounter is a sign of the wonders of nature and the incredible diversity that exists in the animal kingdom.